Have you ever looked at your peace lily one morning and thought, "What happened to my plant?" The leaves are suddenly hanging down. The stems look soft, and the whole plant just seems tired and unhappy. And, of course, the first thing that comes to mind is, it needs water. And sometimes, that's absolutely true. Peace lilies are famous for drooping when they're thirsty. Give a thirsty peace lily a good drink, and it can often perk back up surprisingly quickly. But before you reach for the watering can, there's one simple thing I always recommend doing first. Check the soil. Because a drooping peace lily doesn't always mean it's thirsty. Sometimes the soil is completely dry, and watering is exactly what the plant needs. But other times, the soil is still wet, and if you add even more water, you could actually make the problem worse by keeping the roots wet for too long. So instead of trying to fix the plant right away, take a moment and ask yourself, what is my plant actually trying to tell me? Let's go through a few simple things you can check. First, check the soil. The first thing I would check is the soil. And don't just look at the surface. The top layer can look dry while the soil underneath is still holding plenty of moisture. So stick your finger an inch or two into the soil and see how it feels. If the soil feels dry, the pot feels noticeably lighter, and the leaves are soft and drooping, there's a good chance your peace lily is simply thirsty. In that case, give it a thorough watering. Water slowly and evenly so the entire root ball gets moistened. Then let the excess water drain out through the bottom of the pot. And here's something important. Don't keep watering just because the leaves haven't popped back up yet. The roots need a little time to absorb the water, and the plant may gradually recover. But if you check the soil and it's still moist, that's when you need to stop and look a little closer. Don't water it again just because the leaves are drooping. If the soil is wet, check the drainage. This is something that's really easy to overlook. We tend to focus on how much water we're giving the plant. But sometimes the more important question is, where is that water going? Take a look at the bottom of the pot. Are there drainage holes? And when you water, can the excess water actually escape? Also, how long does the soil stay wet? Peace lily roots like moisture, but they also need oxygen. If the soil stays saturated for too long, the roots can become stressed. And when the roots aren't happy, the leaves can droop, even though there's plenty of water in the pot. So if the soil is already wet, I wouldn't add more water. Instead, let the soil dry out to a more appropriate level, and make sure the pot and soil are allowing excess moisture to drain away. Sometimes your plant isn't asking for more water. It may actually be asking for better conditions around its roots. Now, think about what has changed. If the soil seems fine, ask yourself one more simple question. What has changed recently? Did you move the plant to another room? Did you just bring it home from a garden center? Did you move it closer to a window because you thought it needed more light? Or did you suddenly change your watering routine? These things might seem small to us, but plants can definitely respond to changes in their environment. The light may be different. The temperature may have changed. The humidity and airflow might be different too. So if you've recently moved your peace lily, try not to keep moving it around every few days because it doesn't look better immediately. If you've put it somewhere suitable, give it some time to adjust. This is something we sometimes forget when caring for plants. When a plant looks unhealthy, we want to do something. We water it. Then we move it. Then we add fertilizer. Maybe we even repot it. But if you change 5 things at once, how are you supposed to know what actually helped? Sometimes the best thing you can do is make one sensible change and then give your plant some time to respond. Next, take a look at the light. Peace lilies are often described as low-light plants. And that's true, but only up to a point. They can tolerate lower light, but that doesn't mean they don't need light. If your peace lily is sitting in a really dark corner, it may survive, but growth can slow down and the plant may not look as full or healthy. At the same time, More light isn't necessarily better. Peace lilies generally do best with bright, indirect light. If your plant has been growing indoors in gentle light and you suddenly put it in strong direct sunlight, those large, delicate leaves can develop pale patches, brown spots, or scorched edges. So instead of thinking, "I need to give this plant as much light as possible," think, "I need to give it the right kind of light." A spot near a bright window, where the plant gets plenty of natural light but is protected from harsh midday sun, is often a good choice. And if you're moving your peace lily to a brighter location, it's better to do it gradually rather than suddenly putting it in intense sunlight. Check the airflow and temperature. There's one more thing I like to check. What's happening around the plant? Is your peace lily sitting directly under an air conditioner? Is a fan blowing straight onto the leaves? Is it next to a heater? Or is it in a spot where the temperature changes dramatically throughout the day? You don't need to create a perfect environment. Just try to avoid strong hot or cold air blowing directly onto the plant for long periods. A relatively stable environment is usually much easier for a peace lily to handle than constant changes. And again, you don't have to move the plant every time something isn't perfect. Sometimes a small adjustment is all it needs. Don't judge the plant by the leaves alone. This is probably one of the most useful habits I've learned from growing plants. Don't let one symptom make the decision for you. When you see drooping leaves, it's very easy to think, "It needs water." But drooping leaves are really just a sign that something has changed. They don't always tell you exactly what the problem is. So instead of looking only at the leaves, look at the whole picture. Check the soil. Check the drainage. Look at the light. Think about the temperature and airflow. And ask yourself whether you've recently changed the plant's environment. When you put all of those clues together, it's much easier to figure out what's actually going on. And that's why I don't think there's one magic trick that will fix every drooping peace lily. The right solution depends on why the plant is drooping in the first place. So, what would I do first? If my peace lily suddenly started drooping, I wouldn't panic, and I wouldn't automatically water it. First, I'd check the soil. If it's dry, give the plant a thorough watering and let the excess water drain away. If it's still wet, don't add more water, check the drainage instead. Then look at the plant's location. Is it getting bright, indirect light? Has it recently been moved? Is an air conditioner or fan blowing directly onto the leaves? And most importantly, give the plant some time to respond. Plants don't always recover immediately. Instead of changing several things at once, make one sensible adjustment and observe what happens. If the soil is dry, water it. If it's wet, let it dry out a little. If the light isn't right, adjust it. And if drainage is poor, fix that first. Because good plant care isn't about doing more. Sometimes, it's about understanding what your plant needs, and knowing when to leave it alone. So the next time your peace lily droops, don't immediately reach for the watering can. Check the soil first. That simple habit can help you avoid making the problem worse and understand your plant much better. Thanks so much for watching P_garden. I hope this video helps you feel more confident caring for your peace lily. I'll see you in the next video.